Every city has two faces, the one you're sold and the one you discover when the crowds fade and the music stops. I chase the second one, the raw, honest, sometimes messy truth of travel. This is where the real stories live. I am Adesh from WakaTravels.com, and this is how you travel smarter. Welcome to The Journey, and today we're diving into Miami, Florida, 15 avoidable errors. Miami, the city of neon dreams and golden promises. The place where palm trees sway like they're posing for your Instagram story, and the ocean glimmers like it's been filtered by the gods themselves. It's the kind of city that seduces you instantly, whispering, "Welcome to paradise." But here's the truth they don't tell you in the travel ads. Paradise comes with a fine print. Hidden fees. Sunburns that sting your pride. Nights that blur into mornings where you can't tell if you've spent too much money, too much energy, or just too much time chasing the wrong kind of fun. Every year, millions of travelers land in Miami ready to live the dream, and thousands leave feeling like they got played by it. I've seen people waste half their budget before they even check into their hotel. I've seen friends lose days of their trip to hangovers, overpriced brunches, and exclusive clubs that weren't worth the Uber ride. The thing about Miami is that it's not just a destination, it's an experience with rules. Break them and you'll pay the price, literally. But follow them and you'll have one of the most unforgettable trips of your life. So in this video, I'm breaking down 15 avoidable mistakes. The traps, the scams, the bad decisions that can ruin a Miami trip faster than sunscreen melts in July. Whether you're here for the beaches, the nightlife, or that perfect South Beach tan, these tips will save your time, your money, and your sanity. Stick around till the end because mistake number 15, it's the one even locals still make. And before we get into the first one, hit that subscribe button. Because here, we don't just travel, we survive the chaos, dodge the tourist traps, and find the real pulse of every city. Miami's first lesson starts now. Number 1. Booking the wrong area to stay. Let's start with one of the most expensive mistakes, choosing the wrong neighborhood. Miami isn't one city, it's a collection of worlds. South Beach is all glitz, tan bodies, and party lights. Brickell feels like Wall Street with palm trees. Wynwood is edgy and creative. Coconut Grove? More laid back and leafy. The mistake? People book based on the photos, not their actual vibe. They see a pool and ocean view online and think, that's it. But here's what they don't realize. That view might come with impossible parking, deafening music till 4 a.m. and $45 resort fees just for the privilege of using a towel. I once stayed at a boutique beach resort that looked like heaven online. The reality? I was wedged between two nightclubs. Every night, my pillow vibrated to the beat of a DJ who clearly hated sleep. Lesson learning hallway. Check out the map, not just the marketing. If you're a first-timer, South Beach is iconic but chaotic. Perfect if you love energy, not if you crave peace. For balance, I recommend Mid-Beach or North Beach. You still get the ocean, but it's calmer and often cheaper. Want that urban skyline vibe? Brickell has stunning hotels and rooftop bars that make you feel like you're in Miami's elite circle without the chaos. And before you click book now, always check. Is the hotel fee inclusive or are there hidden amenities charges? Because Miami loves a sneaky surcharge. Coming up next, even if you find the perfect place to stay, your Miami trip can still go south fast, literally, if you fall for this common arrival mistake. Number 2, landing without a transportation plan. Here's a brutal truth. Miami looks compact on a map, but once you're there, everything is farther and pricier than you think. Tourists often assume they can just Uber everywhere. Sure, that works for a night or two. But by day 4, you'll realize you've spent more on rides than your flight ticket. Miami traffic is unpredictable. One rainstorm, and Brickell to South Beach becomes a 45-minute odyssey. Public transport? It exists, kind of. The Metro Mover in downtown is great and free, but it won't get you to the beach. Buses are slow and rare. Renting a car sounds tempting until you see the parking signs that read like legal contracts, tow zone unless between 9:01 9:07 a.m. on alternate Tuesdays. If you're staying mainly in South Beach, you don't need a car. It's walkable, bike-friendly, and Uber rides to most places are short. But if your plans stretch across Wynwood, Brickell and Key Biscayne, get a rental. Just make sure your hotel actually includes parking, because $40 a night parking fees can kill your budget faster than mojito refills. And don't underestimate the heat. Walking a few blocks in midday Miami sun feels like a fitness challenge sponsored by Regret. One of my favourite hacks? Download Lime or Bird scooters for short distances, especially in Brickell or Wynwood. They're fast, fun and surprisingly scenic. But even if you master transportation, there's another trap waiting, one that hits before you even touch the sand. Number 3, ignoring the weather's personality. Here's the thing about Miami's weather, it's dramatic. Sunny one second, biblical rainstorm the next. And tourists always underestimate it. I've seen visitors step off the plane in designer shoes and white linen ready for a photo shoot, only to be drenched in 5 minutes. Miami's humidity doesn't care about your outfit. That ocean breeze you imagine? It's usually a disguise for thick, sticky air that makes your hair rethink its life choices. If you're traveling between June and November, that's hurricane season. And while major storms aren't daily, the random downpours are. Pack light, breathable clothes, and always carry a small umbrella. Not for the rain, but for shade. Another thing people get wrong, thinking it's always beach weather. Miami sun can burn you in under 20 minutes. Locals apply sunscreen like it's religion. Don't be the lobster tourist who underestimates SPF 50. Also, the sea can be deceptive. Rip currents happen, especially after storms. Always check the flag colour before swimming. Green means go, red means stay on shore and sip something cold instead. Still, the weather gives Miami its mood swings, and honestly, that's part of its charm. The key is to adapt, not fight it. But speaking of adaptation, your body might not be ready for the next mistake most travellers make the moment they land. Number 4, overpacking and underdressing for reality. Let me confess something, my first trip to Miami looked like I was auditioning for a music video. Linen shirts, flashy sunglasses, 3 pairs of loafers, all for a 4-day trip. Reality hit when I realised Miami doesn't care about your wardrobe, it cares about your comfort. The humidity laughs at fashion. By day 2, everyone's outfit becomes a negotiation between survival and style. Tourists often pack too heavy, long jeans, jackets, extra shoes, things they'll never touch. What you actually need, lightweight clothes, flip-flops, a couple of decent outfits for nightlife, and something breathable for day. Here's a pro tip. Don't underestimate how casual Miami really is. You'll see millionaires in t-shirts and sandals at 5-star restaurants. Unless you're heading to a high-end club, no one cares if you're not dressed like an influencer. Also, bring a refillable water bottle. Hydration is your best fashion accessory here. You'll thank me after walking Ocean Drive in August. And yes, you'll sweat. Everyone does. So pack extra deodorant and don't skip on moisture-resistant sunscreen. Still, even if you pack smart and dress right, there's another trap that sneaks up on even the savviest travellers. And it starts right where the fun begins, on the sand. Number 5, thinking all beaches are the same. This one gets everyone. Tourists think Miami Beach is one giant stretch of paradise. But Miami's beaches are like personalities. Each one has its mood, its crowd, and its price tag. South Beach? Iconic, yes. But also packed, loud, and selfie central. If you want to see and be seen, that's your spot. Just don't expect peace. Between the jet skis, volleyball games, and Bluetooth speakers, relaxation is rare. Mid-beach offers more space and slightly calmer vibes. Great if you want ocean views without the chaos. North Beach? That's the underrated gem, family-friendly, peaceful and still scenic. Locals often escape to Key Biscayne for clear water and fewer tourists. It's worth the short drive and small entrance fee. You'll finally understand what Miami paradise really means. And for a touch of luxury, Bal Harbour Beach feels like a private retreat, upscale, elegant, and usually spotless. But don't just lie there all day. The mistake isn't just where you go, it's how long you stay. Miami's sun is no joke, and dehydration can ruin your day fast. Bring snacks, water, and some shade if possible. Up next, we move from the beaches to the streets. Because even if you survive the sand, your wallet might not survive what's coming next, the food trap most travelers fall into. If you're still here, I can tell you're not the average traveler. You're the kind who actually wants to experience Miami, not just show up for the selfies. So hey, hit that subscribe button, because I've got more raw, real travel guides like this coming your way, where we skip the glossy brochures and dive straight into the stuff that actually matters. Number 6, falling for the food traps. Let's talk about Miami's culinary scene, a seductive mix of flavors, aromas, and prices that can leave your wallet crying in 3 languages. Everyone arrives in Miami dreaming of that perfect Cuban sandwich or mojito moment under palm trees. But what they don't realize is that half of Miami's food scene is built on hype. Ocean Drive, for example, looks glamorous, but it's where overpriced meals go to scam your vacation budget. You'll see waiters waving you in with 2-for-1 cocktails, but here's the fine print. That means 2 drinks for the price of 3. Those neon mojitos can cost $40 each, and that grilled seafood platter might come with an $18 service fee they forgot to mention. The real Miami flavor lives off the tourist strip. Head to Little Havana for authentic Cuban food. Café Versailles or Sanguich de Miami serve the kind of sandwiches that taste like history. Wynwood offers modern Latin fusion that won't bankrupt you, and North Beach hides family-run gems where locals actually eat. Here's my rule. If a restaurant has people yelling at you from the sidewalk to come in, walk the other way. The best spots never need to beg. And if you're here for nightlife, eat before you go out. Miami Club menus charge $25 fries that taste like regret. But once you master the art of eating like a local, there's another danger waiting. Not for your wallet this time, but for your image. Number 7, getting scammed by nightlife exclusivity. Miami nightlife is electric. The music, the lights, the rooftop views, it's everything people dream about. But behind that glamour lurks the oldest trick in the book, the exclusivity illusion. You'll meet promoters outside clubs promising you free entry, VIP tables, and drink deals. They'll text you like they're your best friend, throw around words like guest list or private event. But when you show up, suddenly there's a table minimum of $600 or you're standing in a line that never moves. Here's the secret. In Miami, everyone's a promoter. Some are legit, most are hustlers chasing commission. And those free drinks for ladies' nights, they end the moment the camera flash goes off. If you really want to experience Miami nightlife without getting duped, research before you go. Follow the actual venue's verified pages, check local nightlife accounts, or ask your hotel concierge who actually lives in the scene. Also, dress code matters, but not as much as confidence. Some clubs turn people away just for not fitting the vibe. Translation: they'll pick tourists they think will spend the most money. Want real nightlife without the pretense? Try Blackbird Ordinary in Brickell or the Dirty Rabbit in Wynwood. Locals love them, and you'll feel the Miami energy without the fake glamour. But once you've danced through the night, there's another mistake lurking in daylight, and it involves what happens when you wake up to your phone screaming, low balance. Number 8, ignoring hidden costs everywhere. If there's one universal Miami law, it's this: everything costs more than it looks. Hotel resort fees, 20% auto gratuity, valet parking, beach chair rentals. The list never ends. It's like Miami invented the art of the invisible price tag. I once stayed in a hotel that charged a convenience fee for using the mini fridge, even if you didn't open it. Some restaurants automatically include tips and then leave an extra tip line just to confuse you. Others tack on service charges that no one explains. The way around it? Always check receipts before paying. If you see gratuity included, don't double tip unless the service truly deserved it. And ask your hotel to list every additional charge before check-in. Want to save money? Buy beach gear at a local store instead of renting it. A beach umbrella might cost $50 to rent for a day, but $20 to buy at Walgreens. Oh, and the parking. So sealant Many hotels list parking available without saying it costs $40, $60 per night. If you're renting a car, choose accommodations that include parking or use garages in quieter areas. Once you start spotting the hidden fees, you'll see them everywhere, and you'll feel like you've cracked Miami's secret code. But let's say you've managed your money well. You're in control. You're feeling good? Then suddenly, your phone dies. And this next mistake can turn a fun trip into a frustrating scavenger hunt. Number 9, forgetting about connectivity. Miami is digital paradise, until it's not. Between spotty hotel Wi-Fi, crowded networks, and dead phone batteries, staying connected here can be surprisingly tricky. Tourists assume Wi-Fi is everywhere. It's not. Many hotels charge for it. Some cafes make you buy something every hour to stay connected. And trust me, trying to load Google Maps in 90-degree heat while standing on Collins Avenue is not the Miami vibe you want. Here's what I recommend. Get an eSIM or local SIM card before you arrive. Plans from Arilo or Holofly cost less than a mojito and keep you connected anywhere in the city. Also, always carry a portable charger. Miami drains your battery fast. GPS, camera, heat, music, rideshare apps, it adds up. I've seen people miss their flights because their phone died while waiting for an Uber. And be careful using public Wi-Fi in tourist areas. Cyber thieves love those unsecured connections. Use a VPN if you must connect. The upside? Staying connected lets you discover hidden gems. You'll find secret cafes in Coral Gables, last-minute events in Wynwood, and beach pop-ups locals don't advertise. But even with a charged phone and all the insider info, there's one mistake that no gadget can save you from. One that happens when you push your energy too far in the city that never sleeps. Number 10, overdoing the nightlife. Here's the truth. Miami night. So, let's see what The music, the heat, the rhythm, it all blends into a hypnotic blur that convinces you to stay out just one more hour. But that one more hour becomes 5 a.m. and suddenly your carefully planned morning boat tour is gone with the sunrise. Miami's nightlife can drain you before you realize it. Between the late dinners, the after-hours clubs, and those deceptively strong cocktails, your body will eventually call for a timeout. The trick is balance. Enjoy the night, but plan 1 or 2 quiet nights too. Try a sunset walk at South Point Park or rooftop drinks at East Hotel in Brickell for a more relaxed vibe. You'll wake up refreshed, not wrecked. And please, stay hydrated. For every cocktail, drink a glass of water. You'll thank yourself in the morning. Here's the thing, Miami's energy is addictive. You'll want to say yes to everything. Every event, every invite, every spontaneous adventure. But if you don't pace yourself, you'll burn out halfway through your trip. Because what's waiting next might just surprise you. Number 11, underestimating Miami's cultural side. Most tourists think Miami is all bikinis, Lamborghinis, and nightclubs. And sure, that's one side. But here's the mistake, treating Miami like a postcard instead of a city with soul. Behind the glamour is a rich blend of Latin American, Caribbean, and global cultures, each with its own flavour, rhythm, and story. When people only see South Beach, they miss the heartbeat of the city. Go walk through Little Havana and you'll feel time slow down. The sound of dominoes clacking, the smell of Cuban coffee, the laughter that echoes through Calle Ocho. This is Miami's heritage in motion. Or spend a morning in Wynwood, where street art covers every wall like an open-air gallery. Each mural tells a story of creativity, rebellion and pride. Visit Vizcaya Museum and Gardens, a slice of European fantasy by the bay. Or stroll through Coral Gables, where Mediterranean architecture meets tropical calm. Here's the thing, Miami rewards curiosity. When you go beyond the obvious, you find meaning, and sometimes a moment of stillness in a city that's always moving. But as you start exploring, there's another subtle mistake travelers make, one that can get them more attention than they bargained for. Number 12, disrespecting local etiquette. Miami might look laid back, but it runs on rhythm, not chaos. And one of the quickest ways to stand out as a tourist is to ignore the city's unwritten rules. First, be patient. Miami operates on Miami time, which is somewhere between relaxed and completely unpredictable. Restaurant service might be slower, ride shares might take longer. That's just the pace of the city. Don't rush it, match it. Second, respect personal space and culture. Miami is diverse: Cuban, Colombian, Haitian, Venezuelan, Dominican, American, a living mosaic. Trying to mimic accents or slang can come off as disrespectful. Appreciate, don't imitate. Third, tipping is standard here. Even if gratuity is included, good service deserves acknowledgement. And one last thing, noise. Miami loves loud, but there's a difference between nightlife and nuisance. Don't be that person screaming at 3 a.m. from your hotel balcony. You'll get the wrong kind of attention, usually from security. Travel with respect, and locals open up to you in ways no guidebook can explain. Disrespect the flow and you'll feel the city push you out. But even if you do everything right, there's one force that doesn't care about your manners, and that's the one you can't escape when Miami flexes its power. Number 13, forgetting the ocean has rules too. The Atlantic looks calm, almost inviting, until it isn't. Every year, tourists underestimate Miami's waters. Rip currents, jellyfish, and heat exhaustion can ruin your trip in minutes. It's not dramatic, it's real. Locals know how to read the flags on the lifeguard towers. Green means safe, yellow means caution, red means danger, and double red means stay out. Tourists love to swim after hours, especially under the moonlight. It looks romantic until you realise there are no lifeguards and visibility drops to near zero. Even strong swimmers have been caught off guard. If you're heading to Hallover Beach or Crandon Park, know that currents change fast. Always swim where others are present, and never ever underestimate the sun. Heat stroke sneaks up faster than you think. Miami's ocean is beautiful, but it's not a theme park. Treat it with respect, and it'll reward you with serenity. Treat it carelessly, and it'll remind you who's in charge. But let's step off the sand for a second, because the next mistake, it happens not outside, but inside your own head. Quick pause. If this video's already saved you from at least one bad Miami mistake, hit that like button. It's the easiest way to tell me, yep, keep the truth coming. And if you're new here, subscribe. I promise this channel will make your next trip 100 times smoother. Number 14, FOMO, trying to do everything. This one hits everyone, especially first-timers. You land in Miami and suddenly feel like you have to do it all. The boat party, the rooftop bar, Little Havana, Wynwood, South Beach, Key Biscayne, the Everglades, all in 3 days. Here's the secret. Miami isn't meant to be conquered. It's meant to be experienced. If you chase everything, you end up enjoying nothing. You'll spend more time in Ubers than actually seeing the city. And when you try to do every must-see, you miss the in-between. The random beach walk, the unplanned coffee stop, the sunset that catches you off guard. Miami's magic lives in those quiet, unscripted moments, when you stop chasing the experience and just let it happen. So slow down. Pick 2 or 3 major things per day. Leave room for detours. Because sometimes the best memory isn't in your itinerary, it's in the moment you almost skipped. And finally, the last mistake. The one most people make even after watching videos like this. The one that separates tourists from travelers. Number 15. Leaving without truly being in Miami. Here's the biggest mistake, and it's not about money, food, or beaches. It's about presence. People come to Miami to escape, to flex, to show off their highlight reel on social media. But they forget to actually live it. They're so busy recording sunsets that they forget to feel them. So busy posing at Lummis Park that they miss the laughter of strangers, the rhythm of a city alive with stories. The real Miami isn't just in the palm trees or pastel art deco hotels. It's in the sound of salsa drifting through a side street, the smell of Cuban coffee in the morning, the way locals dance like nobody's watching because they genuinely don't care who is. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: don't just visit Miami. Be in it. Talk to people. Eat where locals eat. Dance even if you don't know how. Let the city change you a little. Because when you do that, when you truly sink into the rhythm of Miami, you realize the point isn't to avoid mistakes. It's to live the moments in between them. So there you have it, 15 avoidable errors that can make or break your Miami trip. But beyond the tips and the hacks, remember, this city is a living mood. It rewards those who show up curious, open, and ready to learn its rhythm. If you've ever dreamed of palm-lined boulevards, sunrise swims, and nights that stretch into forever, Miami is waiting. Just show up smart, respectful, and ready to live. Because when you know how to move through it, you won't just survive Miami. You'll belong to it. If this video saved you from even one tourist trap, hit that like button. It helps other travelers dodge the same mistakes. And if you want more insider travel guides that mix real talk with real experiences, subscribe, because the next video might just save your wallet in Vegas or your sanity in New York. Travel smarter, live louder, and I'll see you in the next adventure.